Hello, my name is Shannon Morgan, and I'm a former clerk's employee of the Brevard County Clerk's Office. A week ago Wednesday, I think it was March 2nd, 143 Clerk's Office employees were called to the County Commissioner's office for a meeting. As we were coming in, we were signed in at the door, and we were given door prize tickets. Some were pink and some were white. And we didn't know what they were for. We didn't see any door prizes, and we couldn't imagine that there would be any. We all sat down. When we sat down, the clerk and the people who work for the clerk, who he hired when he was elected, told us about the door prize tickets. He said, "People with the white tickets, please stand up. These are the people that need to get fired. These are how many people I need to get rid of. The people with the pink tickets, please stand up. These are the amount of people who need to be laid off. But don't worry, we're not laying you off and you're not getting fired. You're lucky today because today you still have a job." He went on and he began to talk about the budget and how he couldn't afford to keep everybody and how he needed to work on the budget basically. But he told us that he was going to keep his salary, his benefits, his FRS, and also his people who I think he pays $90,000 a year each to. Also, the highest paid employees and the people who had a higher ranking in the office kept their job and their clerk's employee benefits. What happened with the 143 employees where they were outsourced to a new company? It was called Source 2. First of all, we didn't know anything about this. We were told that we were now going to be employees. We had 1 day left. We had no knowledge of this company. We had no time to research the company. And we were told at the end of this meeting we were to go fill out our W-4s and I-9s. We went to 2 tables. There were 2 tables according to your last name. One was A through L. The other was M through Z. And when we were huddled to our tables, we were given a letter from the clerk explaining to us what was going on and how we were being outsourced. Then we would go to the table and we'd get our booklets, and our booklets would have all our private information, and these were booklets that were coming from Source 2. We never gave our consent. We had no knowledge of any of this, and all our private information was given to Source 2. We didn't trust the company. We didn't know who the man was who was running the company, and all the company employees seemed to be 18 to 20 years old. Then we were told that the benefits would be different. They were not the same benefits. We would have no FRS. We would not be a part of our retirement system any longer. There was no 401k or retirement plan to compensate for the loss of our retirement plan. We would have no sick time. Our sick time that we had built up, we could use, I guess, the next day if we were sick because we had 1 day left to work for the clerk. We would have to work 340 hours just to get 8 hours off. Meanwhile, the people who we sat next to and worked for would still have the same benefits. At the end of a paycheck, by the time I paid for family medical coverage, I would be bringing home little or no money at all. What happened was the employees were basically scared into signing up for this Source 2 company. They were scared by the economy and by this is a sure job for you. And on the other hand, I could not bear to sign my name to the company. I couldn't trust it. Rather, I turned in my keys and my badge and addressed the issue in a letter to the clerk and strongly questioned his ethics and right to give away employees' private information without our knowledge or consent. So now I'm unemployed.